So R. Kelly, what does he do that you like?
He's versatile. Like he does everything, all kinds of music.
Do me something from R. Kelly that you like, and tell me what that is. Apart from the versatility,
yes,
what else is there? Define for me what you mean by his versatility.
He sings R&B.
Yes.
He's good at R&B, but then he can give you reggae, he can give you pop, he can give you soul, he can give you.
Do you know any Ghanaian song do you have any Ghanaian song off the top of your head? Can you just sing me a Ghanaian song? Anyone, could be High Life, anything. Just sing me like for 20 seconds. It's a Ghanaian song. Anyone.
Hey, chincha, chincha, mame ununi yamba. Hey, I'm passing is your mugawudo. Hey, only my dear, your son, so what, dear, why? Hey, Borre can't tell me, won't be do.
Stop. Sing it like R. Kelly will sing it for me. If they told R. Kelly to sing this song, let's see whether we can find R. Kelly scaling. I mean, that's how you said it. Scaling. Okay, let's see whether we can find. Sing it like if R. Kelly is asked to sing this song. I'll give you time to think about it. I'll come back to you.
Yes.
Okay. What you go?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Now that's a tough one. Because he's really the king of everything. Have you seen This Is It, the documentary?
Yes, I have.
Doesn't it just make you wonder how one person can embody so much in that tiny little frame? How do you think he got there? What drives him?
A lot of hard work. Perfection. I think he's a perfectionist.
Everybody can do hard work. Carpenters and truck pushers, they work hard. It's working smart, you know, and knowing that there is a connection between dance, between lights, darkness, color, costume, shadows, music. It's finding the connection between all of these elements. That's what makes you a consummate performer. That is why he dreams his entrances and exits. One of the best things that has been said about Michael Jackson was by a New York Times reporter. I cannot remember his name, but he wrote that he watched Michael Jackson in a concert, right? That at the end of the concert, he was panting. Not Michael Jackson, that him was panting and breathless. Why? I thought, why would I be watching somebody who is, you know, moonwalking all over the place and all that, and I will be the one that is tired? Michael Jackson has left the stage, and I'm like, man, I didn't do the dance. So why was that? Because he found out that he was holding his breath. He was so consumed by the guy's performance, because he says that he's like, his performance is almost ethereal. Like it's almost like out of this world, is not real. Now, I watch Michael Jackson. I read, and I just, because I'm a performer, I like to know what makes one performer different from the other. And I found out that it is the level of their internalization. It's the level of how you look at drums and cymbals and piano, and you just don't think about what the notes are that are coming out of there, but what you can do with only beats from a drum. That is why you will find that a South African can have a beat. What's that, their beat? Take it. Yeah? And they can do anything to that beat. Now, that is drums for a South African. A girl from Sierra Leone can hear that same beat. Nothing happens to her in terms of how high her legs can go. Right? Now, somebody else hears the Agbegijo, or what's that thing called? That, you know, those, like Dan Mariah plays, like the native guitar. and nothing happens to her, but somebody else will hear that and will be thinking different things. Now, what I want you to know or to think about is how all of this interrelate and tie in. The deeper you go, the more you dive into the realm of music and how everything relates, the better you come out. We'll get there, yeah?
Ayo. Ayo. My name is Ayo.
Oh, yeah.
My best artist is Dari Atalade.
Dari Atalade.
Yes.
Fine boy. Fine voice. Charisma, everything.
That's why I like him.
Thank God I don't have, I'm married now and everything. What does he do well?
Well, first of all, his packaging is tight. He's always looking good.
Yes.
Which is very important.
So he understands he understands that it is beyond business. It is beyond just music and sounding well and writing good lyrics. And he plays the piano as well.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And do you see that helping his...
Very much. Very much.
So we'll get there. Yes.
My name is Rhoda.
Yes.
My best artist is Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling that. What does Alicia Keys have?
She's a singer. She's a musician. And she's...
I like that. I like the way she distinguished that. She's a singer and she's a musician. Her musicianship is something else, yes?
Yes, and she's a performer.
She's a performer.
Yeah.
And then, when you look at her, you see Agbari immediately, Abby.
Yes.
You just see brains.
Intelligence.
Okay, and she sings.
Yeah.
She represents, for me, she's like a bridge between the old and the new. But the good bridge. Yeah? The one that will last. Yes. Finally.
Mine is not very popular. Brandy.
Brandy?
Yeah.
She's very popular, I believe. I'm not a musician, but I believe that she's one of the most successful recording artists in the world.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody sounds as exciting and clean as Brandy when you hear her recorded.
Exactly.
I won't go for her concert. I won't go watch Brandy if she's playing next door in my estate.
Yeah.
But I will buy her records and give to people.
Of course.
Yeah? But the point I'm trying to make here is I want all of us, okay, now we've gone around, right? Excuse me. Yeah? Okay, all right. We've gone round now. Now, this is what we've been looking for. We can find now that there is something that recommends every one of the persons that we've talked about. Okay? When you mention, who was it that you mentioned? Sorry? Beyonce. Beyonce is she's not a musician, but she is such a performer. She is well endowed. Not the band style. She's well endowed and she understands the power of how good looks can be put into good use. And she is blessed with a voice that you can distinguish anytime, any day when you hear it. Now, she could have gone to bed, slept, rested, and make all her money and all that, but she doesn't. Now, that is the one that really, really trips me about people who are talented. They will work and work and work and work, and the ones who are not talented just work a little and they go home, and they succeed more. Do you know, one of my favorite sayings as an actor is the one that says that the talented amongst us must be helped, because the untalented will always take care of themselves. It's not just the rhyme, man. The fact is, if you are very talented, you don't care about money. You don't care about a whole lot of things. You are constantly doing the thing that you like to do. Whether it brings money or not, you don't care. But hopefully, somebody someday can come along like Asha, pick you up, give you good management, and when they ask you to come play somewhere, they will be calling like 30 million naira. And the uninitiated will say, for what? They go build a house there. you know. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Now, as performers in an academy, being groomed for life. Now, what I want to leave with you this evening, if I don't leave anything with you, what I want you to take away from me this evening is that there is something to be said about anything that is profound or that is profoundly, is that like any word, like profoundly deep? Which is to say, try and intellectualize every subject if you can. You know, look at your idol, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. For me, he's the best thing that happened to music in the 20th century. Okay? Anybody can take that anywhere. Now, this is a man to whom like a bad note, a bad musical note is like a stab in the back. Because everything that plays in the ensemble, he hears everything. And apart from that, as he's shuffling, his trademark shuffling, he's singing and he's hearing everything everybody is playing. The man is commanding an orchestra of how many horns, how many, you know, and he's like, you know, he tells you, you know, what to do. When he counts you in, he leaves you and he moves on, he progresses. You know, that's the master working. He created a beat that is devoid of anything. He created a new beat for the entire world because we thought that every beat that was possible, every musical movement that was possible has already been done, but he did that. Now, you need to be like that in your musical orientation. You need to aspire not just to be a singer, but talk about, see how, if you can be a musician, it helps. That is why Quincy Jones can end up producing all the great stars in the world, producing good situation comedies in the world as well. Because if you will find that he goes beyond music. Because when you are good in what you do, when you take to heart what you do, it naturally gives you a leverage into veering off into other things. Okay? Let's take Asha. When you see a girl like Asha, she's not the only girl who's not this tall with dreadlocks and wears glasses. So what recommends her? Is it, she doesn't scale like Beyonce? I don't think so. She doesn't do, have you? She doesn't do that. She just sings. There is fire on the mountain top. It's running. I'm looking out my window. Is this not what she's doing? She doesn't dance all the single ladies. She doesn't do that. But she has sold more records than those who scream from morning till night about swagger. You know why? Because she's a breath of fresh air. She came in and took the musical industry by storm because she cut an image that is different, that people who do not want to do swagger from morning till night could see and relate to. And then suddenly, you also see her brains coming through in her songs because you are listening and she's saying, so little Lucy turned 16.
Like a movie,
She's been seen.
she has a lover in a garden. She can tell nobody till she makes the evening news.
So why did she make the evening news? Why did she make the evening news?
Battery by her father.
Huh?
She was probably raped by her father.
She probably did what?
Was raped by her father.
abused by her father.
Probably sexually.
Or maybe she killed her father, you know?
What a feeling.